Do I understand?
Yeah.
I'm comprehending the paperwork I've got to actually be present today, and I've received what looks like a committal summons.
It is, yeah.
There's issues with that, as in it's not issued by the court; it seems to be issued by the council.
The actual committal summons.
Yeah. This is a copy of the committal summons.
Yeah.
Obviously, clerks to justice has been crossed out on this, and it's got legal advisors shown in there. Do we know who this person is?
This will be a legal advisor. This will be somebody who works for the magistrate's court.
Yeah, that's actually illegible. I can't, actually make out who that is. And from what I understand from the council people is, from the court people, is that the council are dealing with this specifically, and no court staff.
Right. What basically what happens with the committal court applications is, we'll come to the court and we say we want to summons these people. They will then decide whether we can summons them or not. They'll decide, and then we will post the actual summons out. So, they approve the summons and we post it out on our.
This looks like an invitation to come. It doesn't have the court seal on it, but I've given it the benefit of the doubt. I've come and attended here anyway to assist the court in this matter. What does the council want?
The council want the council tax payments that are due, basically. So the council tax that's been due.
Are you aware of the Section 13A of the Local Government Finance Act 1992 request that was put in 2012?
I've not seen an application from you for Section 13A. I've seen a letter.
This is the letter which is effectively. That's the letter that I drafted the other day. This is the letter written in 2012. I've got proof of postage and proof that the actual council tax received it.
I've got that letter with me, so I'm quite happy to say that we've received this letter. To us, this isn't an application for a discount.
Well, I think you've misconstrued the letter. Any kind of issue should regarding this should have been raised with the 151 officer. A report should have been filed. And it should have been identified as a discount request under Section 13.
I'm quite happy to dispute this. I'll be honest, I don't think me and you are going to agree anything here. Oh. So let's go in front of the magistrate.
Well, I think you just want a payment, and I've set out a valid reason here. You must have seen the argument, and I'm aware that Oldham Council are funding terrorists. I could be arrested and imprisoned for a very long time, not just 56 days for contempt.
Yeah.
We're talking years under the Terrorism Act. I put GMP themselves on notice that I'm aware of their criminal and terrorist activities.
I think we just need to speaking from the magistrates about this. I don't want to say anything now, and I know you're recording me.
Have you rebutted that though?
This letter has been responded to. Yes. Has it? Yeah. I know you're recording me. I can't stop you recording me, but I don't give you permission to use that anywhere else. So if you do, obviously that's a breach of my data protection. So we'll just go in front of the court and we'll explain to the magistrates.
You're not a public servant?
I am a public servant, yeah. They'll come in, they'll ask me for my side of the case, and they'll ask you for your side of the case, and you'll have your opportunity to say what you need to say.
Yeah.
Okay? So
is there a breakdown of where the council tax is going? So do you always have a breakdown of
6% is private pensions of the CEOs, and they publicly admit that, don't they?
That's published. It's published on the website. The council website publishes all finance information.
It's not evidence though, it's published. It's not actually proven though.
Obviously, you're the council representative here today. Are you prepared to go on record and state publicly that Oldham Council are not funding terrorism?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I know you're recording me. I'm not saying anything.
So this is all.
I'll see you inside the car.
So you're not denying it then? Right. Okay.
So if you like secrets.
So tell us what's happened today, Steve.
Well, we've gone into court. We've got pulled into a side room and had a chat with the prosecutor from the council. He didn't want to chat on record, and he wanted to pull me in on his own and find out, but I explained the case, this isn't about refusal to pay. This is about withholding, so that Oldham Council are held, responsible for funding acts of terrorism. And I wanted the day in court, but we came to an agreement that if Oldham Council issues a statement, public statements, that they are not funding acts of terrorism, I'm quite happy to make an arrangement to pay. He wasn't happy with that. He wanted to go into court. We went into court and he fell at the first hurdle. The judges, the legal expert asked for clarification that they attempted any enforcement action whatsoever. They have never attempted a single act of enforcement in this case, because I informed the bailiffs if they did do, they would be breaking Article 3, Section 15 of the Terrorism Act 2000. They would be attempting to finance terrorism by levying distress in my case.
And why did it get adjourned today?
Well, they couldn't provide any evidence of enforcement action against me for this, because there has been none. They're jumping straight to a committal to prison without even coming and asking me for the money.
So, because they'd wasted everyone's time, what did the magistrate have to say to the council rep?
The council off, it's basically how dare you come before the court, not prepared, and he had a chance to withdraw. He could have withdrawn the case before he went into court. He had to, that done. They walked into court without any of the evidence there, pushing it, because it's a mafia approach. Just pay us.
And I think the magistrate said he was appalled, wasn't he?
He was appalled.
He was appalled.
To go before a proper magistrate and not have a case there to present. He insisted on going into the court. He said no, even though I said it's not about refusing to pay. I've not refused to pay. I'm withholding on the basis that they're funding terrorism. You get me a written statement saying they're not, and they're not making arrangements to pay.
Superb.
The even said that the council should pay up for any delay.
For the time that's been wasted today. He even apologised to us for our time being wasted.
But the justice basically said that it's a good job we don't charge the councils for this, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Just charge everybody else.
Right, success then today.
September the 11th.